Yes. So class 8, as we were doing question answers of the chapter Stone Face, now we have to start with the back exercise. First is look at the following words. Like is, for example, it is likeness. Punctual is punctuality. Now the words on the left are adjectives and those on the right are their, it is noun forms. So next what we have to do, write the noun forms of the following words by adding NESS or ITY. First is lofty. It will be, what can be the answer? Raise up your hands. It will be loftiness. Add on INESS. Able. What will be the noun of able? It will be ability. Okay. Next, happy. Noun of happy is happiness. It will be abstract noun. Next is near. It will be nearness. Okay. Next is noble. Noun form of noble is nobility. Okay. So raise up your hand so that I can unmute you. You can also give answers. Enormous. Enormous. What will be the noun form of enormous? It will be enormity. It will be enormity. Next is pleasant. Noun form of pleasant will be pleasantness. Next is dense. Noun form of dense is density. Next, great. Noun form of great is greatness. Okay. Next is stable. Noun form of stable will be stability. Okay. Next is add ly to each of the following adjectives and then use to fill in the blanks. It means, for example, perfect, we have to make perfectly. Okay, so in this manner, we will do the blanks. First of all, raise up your hands, participants, so that I can unmute you. Nobody is raising hand. What happened to you today? Yes, Soumil has come finally. Okay. Now give the answers. First is, why didn't you turn up at the meeting? We all were dash waiting for you. It will be
Eagerly.
eagerly. Very good. Dash, write your name and address in capital letters. It will be
Kindly.
kindly.
Perfectly.
Kindly. Next is, I was dash surprised to see him at the railway station. What will be the answer? It will be pleasantly. Okay, so it will be pleasantly. Next, it is dash believable that I am not responsible for this mess. It is what?
Perfectly.
Perfectly. Very good. Perfectly. Next is, he fell over the step and dash broke his arm.
Nearly.
Nearness. Nearly.
Nearly. Next is, see the next, you can say these blanks. Complete each sentence below using the appropriate forms of the verbs in brackets. Now I'm just giving you just 1 minute so that you can do it. Just have a reading and do it. I'm just waiting for 1 minute. Start doing it so that I can ask you. Yes. We were doing. Anikundra has entered now. See how late. So I hope that you have gone through it. So let us start. First is I dash you when I dash home from school.
I had phoned
I
you
shall
when I
I
got
shall phone you when I get home. When I get home. Okay. So next one is hurry up, ma'am. Dash annoyed if we dash late. Hurry up. Madam will be annoyed if we dash late. If we are late. As simple. Okay, you have to fill a accurate form of verb, right? So next one is it is dash today. We dash go to the play. If it rains today, we shall not go to the play. Next is when you dash Mandal again, you dash him. If you see, it is given. If you see Mandal again, you will not recognize him. Okay, so you will not recognize him. Next is we are off today. We dash to you after we back. We are off today. We shall write to you after we are back. Okay, after we are back. Right? So next is given. It is speaking and writing. So in a very, you can say in one paragraph, you have to write down, imagine you are Ernest, narrate the story that his mother told him. Suppose you are Ernest, like in the starting of the chapter, Ernest was sitting along with his mother. So how you can start? It was fine. It was fine sunny day. I was sitting along with my mother at the door of my cottage and I was just looking at the mountains. Then my gaze met a sight of the majestic stone face that was made by those mountains. I asked my mother, what is the story behind this stone face? Then you can write down that story which Ernest's mother has told. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to imagine yourself as Ernest. So will you be able to write it down as Ernest? Yes, raise up your hands. Will you be able to write down? Yes. Soumil, Rhythm, Janvi and all students, will you be able to write down? I hope that you will be able to write down because we have read the story. Okay. So second part of this question is imagine you are gather gold. Write briefly the incident of your return to the valley. So you are gather gold. Okay. So now how you can write down about his incident of coming back to his native village. How you can write down, suppose you can write down in this manner. People often call me gather gold. Okay. I have gathered a lot of wealth. People say that for my counting my money, it will almost take wealth. But now I have grown old. I think that I should go to my native village. Now finally, the day has come when I arrived at my village. People in long rows were standing on both sides of the road to welcome me. They have flags in their hands. Some were coming, some have also brought sweets for me in order to welcome me. It seems like this place is not new to me because I have been brought up here, I have grown here, and the trees and all the cottages and all the houses in this valley are of course quite known to me. Right? Then you can write down, then one of a young child came in front of me to present me a flower. in order to welcome me. This was really a great feeling for me. And when I reached my home, I thought that I have finally come to achieve for always, what I always want. It was really a great welcome. There were bands also. People were waving flags in order to welcome me, and that was really a great day for me, as now I have come to my native place. So one short paragraph you have to write down, like you are gather gold, and ultimately how you felt after coming back from, you can say, your native place. Students, is it clear? Yes, I hope that you will be able to write down. Now further, we are going to start with the next chapter, that is Stone Phase 2. Yes, this is in continuity to that of our first chapter, in which we have to study about Great Stone Phase 2. Now let us see whether Ernest will be able to find out the real man who was Stone Face or not. Okay, so let us see. Now we are going to start with this chapter, and here is that I am going to share with you so just a moment, please. So now this is Great Stone Phase 2 that we are going to start. Okay, so let us start with this chapter, Great Stone Phase 2. So now in this chapter, what we will see whether Ernest will be able to find the man who actually resembles that stone face, whether he was able to find that man or not. Let us see. Many years passed. Ernest was now a man of middle age. So it means that he has passed on his young age, and now he has turned out to be a man of middle age. To his neighbors, who never suspected that he was anything more than an ordinary and familiar face, he was only a humble and hardworking. How his neighbors were knowing him? They know him that he was nothing more than, he was like that, an ordinary man. Nobody has ever recognized his greatness. Everybody thought that he was an ordinary man, and yes, they know him. That's it. Sometimes the greatness of a person we never come to know. We only come to know, yes, that he is a man and he has these kind of qualities. In this manner about Ernest, his neighbors also think that yes, that he was a man and he was hardworking, humble in nature, though thoughtful person. Thoughtful person because he's most of the time thinking, and his words of wisdom, as we have read in the previous part of this story, that he is of course a thoughtful person, giving his, you can say, clear thoughts on new topics. But what about the old prophecy? But what about that old prophecy that one day a man would come who would definitely resemble that great stone face? Was it ever fulfilled? Let us read and find out. The years hurried on and brought white hairs upon the head of Ernest. You know that when a man comes to middle age, there will be development of gray hair. And now white hairs, okay, white hairs means refer to gray hairs, okay. That whiteness of hairs has started. It shows that he has grown up in his age. He has now turned out to be a middle-aged man, and made wrinkles across his forehead and furrows in his cheeks. So you know that when a man turns old, furrows means because of, you can say, sagging of skin. The skin becomes bit of loose and there are furrows in the cheeks of a person, and there were wrinkles over his forehead. So these were the changes that has been brought in Ernest when he has grown to a middle-aged man. He was an old man, But not in vain had he grown old. More numerous than white hairs on his head were the wise thoughts in his mind. Yes, this is the great thing mentioned about Ernest, that not only, it is not like that he has grown old in vain, means that he has only grown old in vain, but actually what is there? But there are wise thoughts in his mind, means by the number of years that he has grown, there are more wise thoughts in his mind than his years. And Ernest has ceased to be obscure. Yes, obscure means that he has not well known. What is the meaning of obscure? It means not well known. Okay, so what is the meaning of obscure? It will be not well known. And Ernest had ceased to be obscure. Ceased to be obscure means people come to know about him now. Okay, stopped. Ceased means stopped to be not well known. It means that people have come to know about him. Unsought for, undesired had come the fame which so many seek. Unsought means he has never thought of this kind of fame. People like which people otherwise want, but he never wanted that kind of fame. He had become famous beyond the limits of the valley. And he has become famous means it is not only in the valley, but beyond the valley also, people also come to know about him. College professors and even the active men of cities came from far to see and converse. Converse means to talk with Ernest. Like even college professors and even the active men. Active men means who are, you can say, who are responsible for sorting the matters of the area of the valley. They also come to Ernest in order to seek his advice, in order to discuss with him. And he received them with gentle sincerity and spoke it is freely with them of whatever came uppermost or lay deepest in his heart or their own. So whenever people come to have conversation with him, he is always coming up with the best of his ideas. Whatever thoughts he is having in his mind, he is coming with the best of these thoughts, which are always deep seated. Okay, deep seated in his heart means whatever he thought is the best way, he is always coming with these thoughts. While they talked together, his face would brighten unawares unawares means unknowingly, and shine upon them as with the mild evening light. See, means the reflection of his personality could be easily seen on his face. It means that Ernest, who is always wise, who is always giving wise decisions on each and every topic. So whenever people come to know, to discuss with him, his face would brighten, lit with thoughts, that you can say that light of his greatness, it could be seen on his face. Unawares, unknowingly, nobody knows from where this light comes. It shines upon him, telling and showing that it was mild evening light. Mild evening light, like mild evening means when it is dull evening light, it is there when it is about to dark, the kind of light one can see, it is the similar type of light that was visible over his face. So what this means? What this means? This is symbolic of his intelligence, okay? Of his intelligence, that he was intelligent enough. And his intelligence is always reflected upon his face. While Ernest had been growing old, God had granted a new poet to this earth. He too was a native of the valley, but had spent the greater part of his life in distant cities, pouring out his sweet music everywhere. Pouring means giving out his sweet music everywhere. So now, music of what? Here, music of poetry. Okay, so when Ernest is growing old, so now the years passed on, Ernest is also growing old. Then God had granted, means there is a poet was present in other part of this valley. He was also, means he was a part, he also was born in this valley, but because of migration, he is going to different cities, he is going to different places, and because of this, he was pouring out, means he is making people enjoyable with the music of his poetry. And his poetry was, of course, including wise thoughts. Neither was the great stone face forgotten. So at that time also, nobody has forgotten great stone face, and people thought, yes, one day the great stone face will definitely, a man will come whose face will resemble this great stone face. Now, for the poet has celebrated in a poem also. Now this poet also, he has also written a poem about this kind of man whose face would resemble great stone face. The songs of this poet found their way to Ernest. So the songs of this great poet, they also reached to Ernest. He read them after his customary toil. Customary means daily work. Okay, toil means daily hard work, because hard work he has never stopped. So he read his songs after finishing his daily hard work practice and seated on the bench before his cottage door. So where he usually sits, on the bench which is situated outside the door of his small cottage. As he read, he lifted his eyes to the mountain. So when he reads that song of the poet, he always lifts his eyes towards the mountain, that what the poet has described about this mountain, that who would be that great stone face. Oh, great stone face, he said, is not this man worthy to be your likeness? And he is always asking, Ernest is always asking question to this great stone face, that this poet, it is not perfect to be your likeness, because he is always finding good persons who are with great thoughts, that one day a man with great thoughts would definitely come to be a part of, you can say, to be quite accurate in resemblance with great stone face. So what he said, oh great stone face, this man is not your likeness. This man could not be your likeness. So, just a moment, please. The face seemed to smile but did not answer. So what this face, it often smiles at Ernest, but it is not giving any answer to Ernest. Okay, so it means that still Ernest, he is looking for that great stone face. Okay, so tomorrow we will continue further with the reading of this chapter. I think the day after tomorrow we will be able to complete this chapter, and then we will discuss the question answers. And as you know that there is a test of short monsoon diary this week, so prepare word meanings, back exercise and question answers, and the test will be shared up in the group. Okay. So now if you have any doubts, I'm going to take your doubts. Okay. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me